Here, everybody quiet, we have a speaker.
If I start to cry a little bit, just try to bear with me. This is a memorial of my grandpa who passed away on Monday, June 2nd, 2003. Those complications from health problems he was having. The reason why I miss him so much is because he's been one of the funniest relatives I've ever had on my dad's side of the family. Because he was known for his sense of humor. And life has changed a lot ever since he passed away. It's really been not the same without him, especially when visiting with my grandma. Like, it started all when I was just a younger kid. He would always like to joke around and mess around and all. Like, for example, I remember when he used to be sitting down on the couch, he would purposely just sit in front of me and just lean back on me and go, crunch. And one day when I was sitting in the car, when he was at the store, he had a bag full of popsicles. He just put it on my lap out of nowhere. He's like, it's cold. And also he would be known for the most funniest response he's ever given to anyone asking him how he's doing. Like, for example, at the restaurant, the server would always come to us and say, hey, how you folks doing today? He would be all like, terrible. And I picked up that example from him, and they look at him with a smile on his face. They could see that he's really doing fine. And Grandma would even tell them that he's doing just fine. And also, Grandpa would also do his little knee squeezing, like whenever nobody would be looking, like if they're not paying any attention or if they're talking with somebody or when he's driving, he'd reach over and just squeeze the knee and it really tickles, and he would try to blame it on someone else. When we would be going to Sea Ranch and all, or driving anywhere, when I'm just not paying any attention to him, or if Grandma reaches behind, because I always used to sit in the front seat and Grandma would sit in the back, she would touch my ear, and I looked back at her, Grandpa would always reach over and just squeeze the knee. I'm like, Grandpa. He said, I didn't do it, Grandma did it. And also the way he would be driving sometimes, we would be going up. One time when we were driving up the Jenner grade on Highway 1, he would just give it the gun, try to get a reaction out of Grandma. Or he would sometimes go the wrong way. Like one time we were supposed to make a left turn somewhere, he would just drive right by, and Grandma would be yelling at you like, no, George, no! He always used to like to sometimes go the wrong way just to be silly. He would always be known for his sense of humor, and he's really been like the funniest grandfather I've ever had, and I will sure miss him, and he will be one guy I'll think about for the rest of my life.